Video games.
What up, dudes? Matt here from YoVideogames, and it's well, it's not really early in the morning. The Xbox showcase just wrapped, and I missed basically watching it live. I wasn't really planning to, but since it's hey, I'm here, and it just ended, I'm just gonna watch this thing, basically watch the rerun, and just kind of give my live reaction and thoughts to it in real time. So we're just gonna go ahead. Let's see, make sure 1440. That's fine. Actually, we'll just boost it even higher, and let's see what happens. I really loved Fable 2 on Xbox and enjoyed 3, and yeah. Let's see what we get here. We're doing Fable, Forza, Beasts of Reincarnation. So if I have to mute or whatever, I'll have to do it, I guess. Game Freak. This year marks 25 years of Xbox, a milestone that celebrates the diverse storytellers, teams, and fans who bring these worlds to life. Let's take a closer look at some of these amazing games coming this year, straight from the creators building them. Before we lay them off, all games are today available on day one with Xbox Game Pass, which I no longer have because $30, hell no. All games shown are also Xbox Play Anywhere, buy once, plan Xbox consoles, Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud, cross-save, cross-progression. Enjoy the show. Well, it's 3 games, so... Rating pending to team. Some titles will likely be rated mature. Mature. Peggy 18. It's probably Fable. Fable's probably going to be M. More than likely, Fable will be M. Are in development and do not represent final products. Sure. It feels so disingenuous for Microsoft to still be doing this, considering how many developers they've personally laid off. Just within the last year alone.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Alright, I may or may not have to hop skip around because it's Forza, which means probably might be licensed music. We'll see.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, Design Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arcetta, Art Director for Forza Horizon. The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time, Japan.
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival or a racing champion or even a rookie. You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars. At the end of each round, you must prove you're ready to move up by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon Rush events, where you show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore. And that will be a true accomplishment.
Like, I'm not a racing
Throughout
guy
that journey,
by any
all
means.
of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to
And
explore
I wouldn't
at
probably
your
play
own
this if
pace.
I, you know,
So,
outside of Game Pass
let's
if I
talk
still
about
had
the
it.
location we've all
But at
been
least it
waiting
feels
for.
like, hey, it's a racing game with a lot of different things to do. You know, like it's
Japan
not
is
just
the ideal location
race,
for
race,
our
race,
biggest, most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest map, full of verticality, diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture. So we knew from the start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic game possible. To help us create those experiences in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6.
it's called
As an
Eurobeat.
example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
That's great.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as water kick-up and the way fallen cherry blossoms respond to passing cars. From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places,
Quad racing
adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery. For this game, we've built our biggest urban area yet. Our Tokyo
Urban.
city is 5 times larger than anything we've designed before.
With
multiple
how to draw
districts,
anime
each
looking
with a unique
posters.
identity.
Great.
We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
Can't wait to
Seasonal
find
change in
out
Japan
AI was
is
used in the
dramatic,
billboards
and these
here.
changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in game so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore.
Jeez.
That sense of exploration is at the heart of the game. Everything you find on your road trip in Japan is something for you to collect. Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch. Those cars will have new body kits, new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars.
Ferrari.
We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tyre wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on day one than ever before, we've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on
What is
driveways
that?
around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage.
Show off the
We're not
true
just bringing
N086,
classic
come
JDM
on.
to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world, and Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them. The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence. And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern iteration of Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit of Japanese engineering perfection.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail and remastered audio, all brought to life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the world.
Stuck a microphone in the tailpipe. Those sound pretty neat on these headphones.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether racing, cruising, or drifting. And to complement the visual contrast of our map,
how to say
we've captured
nothing
extensive
by
field
trying to say
recordings
everything.
across
We'll have
all 4
everything.
seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
In Forza Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that world with features that let you make a life for yourself in Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built. But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in the open world here. And anything
fucking wreck the environment
and visitable by your friends.
Look at this mountain valley, turn it into an
Our
industrial
teams are
complex.
fully committed to Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion. Our major new accessibility feature is customizable high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Going for that accessibility award.
Japan is world-renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy a copy of the cars you see. Then head out together to explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our new
There it
tailgate
is.
battles, iconic nighttime
knew they had to
races
show
and
it.
Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon Time Attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard. Playing together is easier and more rewarding than ever.
When can I put guns on my car?
Forza fans are
just want
incredibly
chaos.
creative, making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine together.
From everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on, and that you're as excited as we are for the game. We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year when our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, Stay tuned for more updates about
So
the game
staggered
over the
release
coming months.
between
And
Xbox and
thanks for
PlayStation.
joining us. We can't wait to see
Not
you
really
in
too
Forza
surprised,
Horizon
like I
6
said,
as we discover Japan together.
If something isn't day one on both now, it'll be eventually. Oh my Gundam. Hey, yeah, make giant robots. Can we just run around in Gundams? That would get me very interested in the game.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームフリークのゼネラルプロデューサー大森茂です。ここは東京にあるゲームフリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組みギアプロジェクトから生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほかソリティバ、ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリジナルゲームタイトルを世に送り出し、常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来、文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一人と一匹のアクション RPG というゲームプレイで構築されています。この美しくも過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
It's interesting how they keep saying, I really wanted to try something. I really like. I won't speak too much about that, but just say, okay, it's interesting.
最初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりのある相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれ、すぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて生き物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過酷な世界を相棒と共に旅をするという体験を目指しています。汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな移動が要求されます。このような経緯で地を張って自由に操ることのできる鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになり、プロトタイプも出来上がってきました。そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。しっくりとくるモチーフを見出し、ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもと、 この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いた時、自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。さらに植物をモチーフとした重要な存在として植物と動物が融合した生物でもある腐植体も出来上がっていきました。腐植体のデザインは当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしました。
世界の舞台を作ると同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の日本です。はるか昔に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐植体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持っています。ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。封じ後エマ、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を出す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐植体主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐植体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐植体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐植体の中でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる存在は、植物を操り自身の支配地域に汚れの森を呼び出します。汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐植体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
It's funny how much of this
様々な人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐植体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
とどめはきちんとさせる。
エマとクーは同じく汚れの力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。
So we're combining some expedition stuff with real
そして
time. Okay.
開花技を放てばさらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うと、エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間がスローになり、考える時間が生まれます。ターンベースの RPG コマンドのように考えることになります。スキルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連携は研ぎ澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。 さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。さらにエマとクーを結びつける霊石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどでより奥深い戦闘ができるようになっています。遠距離だけで戦う人もいればステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、常にエマで戦闘を仕掛ける人もいればクーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊石と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか今からとても楽しみです。
汚れに追い尽くされた美しくも過酷な新たな世界、企画構想から6年間、私たちはこの世界に数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。すべてのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作は今年の夏 Xbox、PC、そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの発売初日から Xbox ゲームパスでプレイ可能です。ぜひウィッシュリストにご登録ください。ゲームフリークが挑む渾身の新作、どうぞご期待ください。
It's so we have near at home. I would try it. Definitely would try it. It definitely looks like a game I would enjoy trying for sure. Like if the combat feels good, I would be excited. But it's hard to say. Like I need to like literally like need to feel it. I need to like hands on. How does this control? How does this feel? And they just vague summer, which means like August or some shit. Here's our surprise game, Double Fine. Tim Schafer sculpting a penis over here.
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions. And this is Elsbeth Larkin, senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist. At Double Fine, we try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process.
Stacking.
It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnight. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
Tim's like, and you're gonna clean it up.
Don't worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Well, this is cute. Definitely something I would expect out of Double Fine.
We love to explore new and original ideas here at Double Fine, alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike exploration.
Keeper was good shit.
Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high-energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch and is here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler and is just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots.
This is going to lead to nothing but genital jousting.
I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day: what better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless, naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body. And when it comes time for destruction, those shapes needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere. You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Got him once. Now keep at it.
Get yours.
It's very cute.
As you sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll automatically detect when you're shaping things like cups, vases, bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask ourselves, if I was a vase, and this vase that I just made was now my body, what can I, as a vase, do?
Every pot and kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on a challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn, bottles turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots and pathways that are only traversable with certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub fit for Dionysus. It's even got a dance floor. Navigate Athena's giant strategic war map, inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water, your speed to cross the battlefield, and other choices you can make will define how you want to approach your playstyle.
Excuse me.
Do you want a team
it's very
full
cute,
of large
but
cups
good
maximizing
fucking
your
luck
dousing
trying to get
potential?
people interested in such
Or
a
a team of
quirky
tiny
new
ninja saucers
multiplayer
ready to
experience.
quickly
Like,
smash up anything that gets in their way.
it has, you know, I look at this and I'm
Or
like,
a unique combination
nothing
you've discovered
nothing
that balances
negative
power and
towards the
splashability.
creativity or the uniqueness.
If you're skilled enough to
but
end
it's
up
like,
at
man,
the enemy
it's
kiln
hard
with
to
lots
get
of
people
water,
to
you can unleash a powerful super
play
splash ability that does
wacky
tons of damage and makes the
like,
kiln vulnerable
unless it's
to further
very,
attacks,
very cheap,
letting you and
very,
your team
very
dunk
accessible.
on the enemy
So
kiln to either
if this
win
game,
big or turn the tide.
if
and
this
make
game
it
is
come
like
back.
$5 to $8, sure, it's
At
got
the
it's
end
got
of
a
the round,
good
the cycle
shot.
of
If
creation
this
and
is like,
destruction loops around
if
again.
this game is
and now
anything
you're back in the
beyond
wedge, a multiplayer
that
lobby where
price
you can
point,
hang at the
it's
wheel
in trouble.
and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
Art supplies!
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the pottery studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your bix.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for sneaking past enemies. Plus, its ice cream theme special is so cute.
One of my favorite warrior pots has to be the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
What? My favorite pots? Use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning of the Pottery Party, as we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine action.
This thing better be
insiders for an
really
even
cheap.
Earlier look
Not
and a
even
chance to
be,
play
not
our
even because
closed
like it
beta
doesn't
very
deserve it
soon.
or whatever. Just because
You want me to
like
say it 5 times? That's mean.
people are so
This game is
accustomed
called
to playing
Kiln, an online multiplayer party.
really
Online multiplayer party.
fun,
Pottery
cheap
brawler. Online
multiplayer
multiplayer party. I'll never do it twice. Okay, I can do it again. Online multiplayer party poly brawler. It's getting better. Online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
Yeah, this thing better be real cheap because people just don't value like hyper creativity in gaming without it being super cheap. All right, finally, Fable. It's real. It's not canceled yet.
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive into a game we've been making here for a really, really long time.
Yes, they
Fable.
have. Yes, they have.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England. As Horizon has grown, so have we. Over the past few years, we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre that we are incredibly passionate about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
Not the Kinect game.
At the heart of our game is a simple, recurring question. What does it mean to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with action, drama, British humour, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens.
It's packed with British.
All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
Oh shit,
In
that
classic Fable
guy's
fashion,
board was haunted.
you
It was
begin the
moving on
game
its own.
as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
Oof,
It's
nice
here
frame rate.
that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But Not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion forever.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the Old Clock Tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
I am liking what I'm hearing. I'm
Albion,
not liking
humans
this
are
frame
different.
rate, but...
Different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars, so the hero you play represents you.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee and ranged weapons with magical abilities.
Oh, that's fucked.
Gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
Melee
This
is
looks
at the heart of our close quarters combat.
framey and
We
Euro
use light
janky.
and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
I hope my PC can maybe run it a little.
Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass
better.
enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight. Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice, a giant fire-breathing chicken. Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
You gonna
For
bring
me,
the dog back?
what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game, where you could just mess around with the villagers and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Becoming a real estate
romancing
mogul.
a villager, getting married, having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
Buying every house, yep.
Buying every business in Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people. Having a bunch more kids. Probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
And this game within a game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things you do everywhere you go.
And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
Bring the
Then get up,
Shenmue back.
Go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways.
Getting
Maybe
on
the job
that,
they go to is working for
rockstar
you
level.
because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a legend.
Because everything you do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them, they'll love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you
get an
meet a character
STD
named
still?
Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister. In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you? At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've typically involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here,
Autumn.
Thanks for watching.
So like October, November. Steam. I think if anything, it's a little weird how nebulous they're being with everything's release date except for Forza.
And it's just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
You can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
There's nothing more, right? Okay. Again, yeah, like it's a bit weird how nebulous they're being with the release dates. I'm like, Forza's May 19th, and then spring, summer, autumn. We don't have release dates. I'd be lying if I said something. You know, if I was saying something looked more interesting than Beast of Reincarnation, that definitely looked the best, but it also strangely, I mean, not strangely for Game Freak. It looked a little framey sometimes, but it looked like it played the best. Looked like the controls were the best. It's definitely the most interesting because it's Game Freak. You know, the developers of the most successful video game franchise in the world, a company that brings in 1/3 of a company that brings in billions and billions of dollars every year and never spends any of it on game development. They've been working on it for 6 years. If anything, the politics of Beast of Reincarnation is probably the most fascinating thing because one, it's not on Switch; it's on everything but Switch, and one of the other owners of the TPC is Nintendo. So one of the other major thirds of their company. And they're basically just ignoring them, which to me is kind of like, well, where on God's green earth did this happen? Where, they had this idea, we want to make Nier at home, and they present the idea, and Nintendo doesn't just go along with it, and Creatures doesn't go along with it. Like, why is Microsoft publishing it? Like, how did this happen? Like, it almost feels sort of like weird to me that they would want to go and make their own weird ass Nier Studio Ghibli-esque action RPG thing, really like high end, high budget style thing, and then somehow the other third of their major corporation they're part of just is like, nah, we're not interested, and then Microsoft comes in and scoops it up or whatever, and not even that, just like they're just not putting it on the Switch. It's like this almost feels like I'm just interested. I'm just really curious how this looks, from a sort of political inner drama political standpoint with Nintendo, where it's kind of like, okay, well, why wouldn't you make it on why wouldn't you make it on ours? Why make it on everything but ours? Game Freak has made other games, like they've made mobile games, they've made PC games, they've made other titles that didn't go anywhere. They tried to say that in the video where they're like, we've done these other things too, and it's just like, and it's never worked out. This definitely looks like the most they've ever really put a lot of money, because Tembo the Badass Elephant and stuff like that. Like, frankly, even stuff like Drill Dozer, which Nintendo did publish on the Game Boy Advance, which was a non-Pokemon game from Game Freak, but like it's another one of those things where I'm just kind of shocked that they're just going it completely. No Nintendo on it. Maybe it'll get announced in Nintendo Direct, next month. Like, maybe that'll happen. Maybe it'll be a thing where hey, it'll be part of the Nintendo Direct, and they just want to announce it there for that system. That's entirely possible because none of these games are coming to Switch 2, which is just super bizarre since Xbox is basically third party at this point. And they're ignoring Switch 2, which is like the best selling system for now, and it's probably going to be for a bit. So I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for that. Maybe that's going to happen. But yeah, that looked the best, but we'll see. I really need to feel it. All these being Game Pass games is great, except I don't have Game Pass anymore because Game Pass going up to $30 a month for day one games. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I know they changed a bunch of stuff, but like day one games are only in the Ultimate tier, unless I'm mistaken. Because I think the other tiers don't have day one on Game Pass that Ultimate has. So in other words, I would need the $30 a month tier to play all of these games the minute they come out on Game Pass, which that's just too much. That's just way too much. You know, I don't care about the EA and Ubisoft games and whatever. They just Game Pass was a deal. Now it's really not so much anymore. If anything, it would be like I would try to see if I could find a deal for like finding a Game Pass card for like $20, from GameStop or something, waiting until Fable's out, and then just spend a month playing all 4 of these games, and after they're all out, and just have 1 month to do that. So Fable, unfortunately, is a game I was been kind of looking forward to because I really liked Fable 2 and enjoyed 3. It looked really framey. The combat did not look inspiring. Like Beast of Reincarnation looked like a much better action RPG combat-wise, and they both had frame rate issues. I love the humor of Fable. Like everything they were telling you and trying to sell you on Fable is like, yes, this is Fable 2 minus the dog. And the fact that they don't have the dog companion is actually kind of disappointing. And ironically enough, guess what game does have a dog companion? It's Beast of Reincarnation. So there's this weird, why the hell is this game, having the things Fable should have? But yeah, it looks nice. Yes, graphically it does look good on Fable, but yeah, man, that frame rate and that looked pretty Euro janky. It was I laughed out loud when like he did the spell to turn someone into a chicken and just kicked it, and I like that. I like that the humor is there. I like that the sort of like actions are your consequences, not just dialogue trees. That's what I liked about Fable, is that like the choices you make were done because of like in-game choices. Like I fried someone with lightning and now they hate me or whatever. It wasn't just like I talked to someone and just chose this option off a dialogue tree. So I mean, they're keeping the spirit of Fable alive, and that's nice, but I mean, man, I hope my PC is gonna run that game a lot smoother than what we were seeing in that. As far as like, hey, is this a turning point for Xbox? Absolutely not. Like, if anything, I would be scared to death for both Double Fine and for Playground Games, because nobody played Keeper, the Lighthouse game. Like that was a really cool game, and nobody fucking played it, unfortunately. And Playground, I mean, Forza always sells gangbusters, so it's always going to do well, but I mean, I feel like if Fable doesn't like really hit, they're gonna downsize the hell out of Playground, and whatever branch of the company they did to make Fable alongside Forza might get gutted. Because again, I know this is kind of, and again, just kind of digging into the politics of the whole development side, but it's like Microsoft has done nothing but lay people off for years now. Down, like, just gut. Cancel project. Gut studio, downsize studio, close studio, sell off studio. Like I can't even look at this with any sort of like hope or anymore. I just look at it as like, okay, cool. This project they've been working on for over half a decade, it's finally going to be released. Great. Now everyone who made it, just get out, your LinkedIn profiles, because you ain't working for Microsoft anymore once this product is out. So, it's weird. I mean, not that this should even, how does this affect me as the person playing the game? Well, it affects me. It's like, if Fable comes out, I really like it. I love it. I'm like, oh, great. I can't wait to see what they do for the next one. Oh, no, Playground Games shut down the Fable division. Half the company's been laid off. Oh, well. So it's almost hard to be excited. You have Microsoft, a multi-trillion-dollar corporation, and we have to basically just assume that the minute a game comes out, that unless it is like one of the best-selling things ever, they're just gonna lay off that development studio. Like there's no fucking hope for this company here. Like, success means nothing. Like, Killer Instinct, highly successful. Was it followed up? No. You know, was all of their successes usually just lead to like eventual just layoffs and stuff. Like, even if it's not, you know, commercially successful, you get a critical hit like Hi-Fi Rush, gone immediately. So it's like I don't know. Like, it's hard to be excited knowing that like you're basically watching like the swan song of every development studio here. So yeah, overall the games all did look good. Forza looked. I hope that's addressed. I hope it feels better than a. I hope it feels better to swing a sword and do things than it looked in that trailer, because that looked Euro janky. Beast looked good, but again, also framey. Also looked like we have near at home. Taro needs to start suing people. And Kiln looked fun, but it's also kind of one of those like, man, this thing better be cheap and accessible, because ain't nobody paying $30, $40 for this. To create a bong or a dick and then like, smack around, in a little fun little multiplayer game. You gotta price your shit accordingly here. It's not even to say Kiln looks bad. It's just like the expectations and what people are used to paying. No one paying premium for this. So these games look good for the most part. They're again, frame rate issues aside, but I wish I had some hope that these weren't just the end of these respective developers, except for Forza. Forza's the only safe one, and Game Freak will go on. Beast of Reincarnation will come out. Hopefully it does well, and even if it doesn't do well, whatever. Back to the Pokemon mines for you anyway, so I guess we're not worried about Game Freak, but yeah. I will be checking out these. I will definitely be checking out these games whenever they nebulously release in autumn, summer, whatever. I'll be checking them out. Probably not on Game Pass. Probably on PC at this point, because man, those frame rates. So I wish I was more excited than I am, because they show promise, regardless. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the channel later, dudes.